Kia introduced the Seltos for 2021 model year, and it has been one of their best-selling compact CUVs. Now for 2024, they redesigned it, but they didn't just refresh it. There is a whole lot of differences between the 2023 and 2024. And I'm back here at Gettle Kia of Bradenton, Florida to check it out for you. We're going to take it on the complete tour, starting from the exterior, interior, engine, test drive, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to point out all the differences to you. So if you're interested in it, stick around. But if this is the first time we meet, my name is Matt. Here on Matt the Carguy. I post 2 car reviews every single week. If that's something that interests you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now let's get back to this. Well, the compact CUV market is very crowded. It's very competitive. We're talking about Toyota Corolla Cross, the new Subaru Crosstrek, new Honda HR-V. So Kia knows that in order to compete, they have to do something that's nicer than better. And I think they've done some improvements on this Seltos that blow the competition out of the water. Let's check this out. First of all, if you look at the design of it, it's the same as it was for the previous year. Nice flat hood with 2 indents on it, brand new Kia logo, new lights. This is one of the changes for 2024, new design of the lights. Now this is the SX model, so this is the highest end trim. So it's got the LED lights, LED turn signals, LED fog lights. And I like this trim that connects both of the lights right here, piano black grille, and you have the lights inside of here as well. At the bottom of it, you have the skid plate, which is pretty cool looking. So the front end, the grille, this portion right here has been beefed up from the previous generation one. Now, what's really different is what's underneath the hood. Let's check it out. Underneath the hood, you'll find a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and it now produces 195 horsepower, 195 foot-pounds of torque, so 20 horsepower increase over the previous model year, which was also 1.6 turbo, but it's a different engine setup. Also, what's different is the transmission. They ditched the dual clutch transmission in favor of a regular torque converter, 8-speed automatic transmission. This is an all-wheel drive with torque vectoring, so it's a pretty nice setup here. Still a prop stick, but in this price range, it's really something that you'll find pretty much on all of them. Noise insulation underneath the hood. Here on the side, you won't find many differences, which, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I like the design overall. It looks more SUV-ish than hatchback or the crossover SUV. Some of them look like a bubble. This one has a really nice proportion, nice shape to it. Let's take a look in the front here. I like the wheel arches, a little bit squared off, covered in this matte black trim. And that matte black trim continues at the bottom here, but on the door itself, they actually included some of the piano black kind of to break it up, make it more luxurious. As far as the wheels and tire setup, what we have is the 18-inch wheels, and this is the biggest wheels that you can get on the this year's Seltos, 235 by 45. This is the size of it. Actually, pretty sizable tires. And then at the top of the mirrors covered the same color as the rest of the vehicle, which, by the way, this is the brand new color for 2024. They call it Pluton Blue, if you like it. Turn signal indicator, blind spot assist in the mirror. A-pillar, shiny black. The rest of it is matte black all around the windows. And then you have the low-profile roof rails kind of finished off in this nice aggressive styling here. And if you wanted to get the different color roof, you can. You have the keyless entry system, but on the front door, and it looks like it does have some room inside. Let's check it out. Well, here in the back, surprisingly, I don't feel cramped. I'm 6 feet tall. I have the front seat adjusted to my regular driving position. I'm barely touching my knees to the back of the seat. You kind of sit up straight up and sit up tall. The seats are on the firmer side, but I do have enough headroom and enough shoulder room. And the interior overall is very nice. Let's check it out. On the rear door panel, you find some of the hard plastic materials, but the only thing that's padded is the armrest. And you have this nice trim in piano black and polished aluminum looking door handle, as well as the window controls. At the bottom of the door, you have some storage and this pretty funky design for the speaker. Now, this is a Bose stereo, even though it's not branded right here in the front. And let's check this out first. Behind the driver's seat, there's no seat back pockets or anything like this. They want to maximize the space for your knees. And in the middle, you have your own vents for the rear, which in this class, it's not a very common thing. You also have 2 USB Type-C ports and a storage maybe for a phone or two. Now on the passenger side, you do have a seat back pocket, and here's the seating configuration. You have the seats covered in that syntax material, which looks like leather. And in the middle, you have a console with the cup holders as well. Looks great from the back too. I tell you, it looks like this beefed up mini SUV, again, with the nice proportions of it. I like the taillights. They're fully LED. They glow right over here as well. Brand new Kia logo. On the gate spoiler, you have the third brake light. I kind of wish that they hid the wiper underneath here. And overall here, this is the piano black with the matte black. Over here you have the backup lights, you have the reflector lights, and again, one of this diffuser type of skid plate. No visible exhausts underneath here. You have Seltos on one side, 4X on the other, rear view camera. And with this particular vehicle, we do have the power gate package. That is an option that you can add at least. Now let's check out the roominess in the back. So first of all, you do have the button to close the gate, and quite a bit of room. Now Kia says that's about 26 cubic feet of room, which is a lot for the compact CUV. And then you have this cargo cover that is removable. You can also put it up on top. Let's leave it down here. Underneath this floor, you have a spare tire, which is a temporary use, but it's a spare tire. And you know, this floor can also be dropped down by a few inches to create more room as well. Another way to create more room, drop your seats, and that's going to extend the roominess. Of course, if I had the seats a little bit forward and the headrest folded, you can see that, but this is basically what you'll have as far as the roominess. Well, before we get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. It's actually pretty nice and solid. On the front door, you can see the marking on the stereo itself. It says Bose on it. You have the Twitter right here. Piano black trim with the polished aluminum looking door handle, and then you have the controls for your window, mirrors, lock, etc. Bit of more storage down here. And then if you look at the seat, the driver's seat actually has power adjustments, nicely profiled, but it's not aggressive at all. It is actually fairly comfortable, and it does have a brand new interior. Let me jump in and show it to you. The interior of the 2024 Kia Seltos looks absolutely amazing. It packs the most features out of any compact CUV on the market right now. There's no question about it. It is the most modern one, and it actually looks very nice. Check this out. You have this double-tiered dashboard with a different plastic on top, and this trim piece that looks like vinyl, kind of with this fake stitching, but it actually fits very well with the vehicle. And on the side, on the doors itself, as you can see, it's got the piano black, and then you have the vents, 2 screens, 10.25-inch screens, both of them fully digital for the instrument cluster and infotainment system. Sporty steering wheel, flat bottom one. You have the brand new Kia logo, a little bit of piano black on the sides, bunch of buttons on both sides. You have the mode button, favorite button, and this one you can actually customize it. And then you can scroll up and down to select what you want to see on the screen, the voice control, volume control, and the mute button, and the phone. On the other side, you have the menu cruise control, dynamic cruise control. Then you can skip, track, and replay for your radio, for your media. And then this is where you can adjust several features on the instrument cluster. We're going to check that out right now. And of course, you do have the lane keep assist. So this is your instrument cluster. This is all digital, and you can have one of 4 different displays. 3 of them are actually hooked up to the different drive modes. And so we have the normal drive mode, sport, and smart, and this is how it changes. but the design of it remains the same, right? On the left-hand side, you have the speedometer, on the right-hand side, you have the tachometer. In the middle, you have your speed, but you can change that. You can change that to the drive info, you can change that since refueling, etc. So there's different options that you can do. You can also have a compass inside, info as far as the tire pressure and as far as the torque, where it's going. Now you have the lane keep assist, and then back to the first screen. So some adjustments in here. Right at the bottom you also have it says 5.7 miles to a gallon, which is actually not true. It lost a little bit as far as the gas mileage, because it's about 26 is the combined. It used to be 27 last year, 25 in the city, 27 on the highway, and that's due to changing that transmission. Of course, probably the higher horsepower too. The vehicle's got 15 miles on it, 203 miles to empty, and this is your instrument cluster. Let's move on to the infotainment system. Now this is the Kia's infotainment system. We've seen it on several other vehicles. I like that purplish display. There's your map. So navigation system comes standard on this SX model. You don't have to subscribe or anything to it. Navigation menu, phone projection. Now unfortunately it is still Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You still have to connect it via cable, so no wireless. You have the voice memo, climate. Let's see the climate control right here. Can we adjust it through here? Yep, you can adjust it through the screen. You can adjust it at the bottom, and then you can set it up as far as the auto, off, different settings for the vents. Really nice and very intuitive as far as usage. You have the valet mode, quiet mode. That mode basically turns off the rear speakers and limits the front speakers. Sound mood lamp. I don't know what that is. Let's check this out. Sound mood lamp, peaceful forest. Okay, let's set it up. Let's see where that is. Responds according to the theme selected. Glow only, a color theme. Party time. Hey yo, cafe. Okay, well, we're gonna leave it at that and see if anything changes. But I don't see anything. So, HD radio data, radio. And of course, I'm gonna turn that off. But you have the FM, AM, and the Sirius XM as far as the different modes that are available. I go back to the screen. You have the setup, and then vehicle, navigation, sound, device connections, user profile, display. Check this out. Illumination, camera setting, blue light filter. So this is settings for the display, screen layout. All right, so this is, we're gonna unlink it from the drive, and here's the dynamic setting as far as the instrument cluster right here. Check this out. So instead of having it linked to a drive, you can have this screen. What's nice about it, see, right now it's partly cloudy outside, and it is partly cloudy on the screen. If it rains, it's going to show it rains. If it's dark, it's going to show it's dark, etc. So it's dynamic. It actually reacts to the weather that's outside. And look at this, you do have that digital tachometer here, and of course the digital speedometer. So if you want to get that on, you have to unlink it from the themes, from the drive themes, and then select dynamic. I'm going to leave it in that, actually. I like that. Here's your button settings. So custom button on navigation, custom button on steering wheel, mode button steering wheel, and up and down button on steering wheel, volume tune knob. So this is all the buttons that you can actually change the settings for it. And you know, these are the different options that are available to program to, let's say, custom button on the steering wheel. You can reject and call, change hands-free calling, privacy mode, voice memo, home, map, reroute, cancel route, radio media on, off, quiet mode, or none, like it is right now, because they want you to program it to your liking. And similar settings with the different options that are available for the mode button on the steering wheel, up and down button on the steering wheel, volume, tune mode, and basically flip it from this side to this side if you'd like to. I like this system on Kia. At first time when I saw it, I think they had some kinks as far as the software. It wasn't very responsive. It is super responsive right now. Anyways, so you have the media, Kia Connect, user's manual. You know, nice part about this vehicle too, it does have with the subscription, you get the digital key. You get a digital key on your phone, so you can use your phone to lock, unlock, and start the vehicle. And you can send that key to somebody else, which is crazy, right? So if you lose that key, your wife or your husband has the key on their cell phone. They can send you a key. You can still get in the car and drive it. Unbelievable. Down here, you have your hazard lights. You have your vents. Start-stop button for the engine, of course. And that's your separate screen for climate control. Well, if you don't want to use the screen up on top. Here's some shortcuts here. And again, this is your custom button map navigation radio media setup. I like it. The screen tells you what's going on. Then underneath here, you have wireless charging. This is your shelf right here for that. Then you have the USB-C, USB Type A, different drive modes. That's where you change them. Heated and ventilated seats, which I don't see many manufacturers, if any, doing that on this class of vehicle, other than luxury ones, some of them. Then you have the camera and the regular shifter for the sport mode. Boom, put it in sport mode, and you can adjust the gears up and down. And this is no CVT, so that's actual gears. Hill descent assist, and you can do a center diff lock from here. Now, since we were talking about the gear shifter, let's put it in reverse, and let's see what's going on in the middle here. So the camera, great quality. You have two different actually angles, top down and the wide angle. Settings, you can display contents, display settings, etc. It doesn't take the entire screen, which would probably be my beef with it. I'd like to have it on the entire screen. If it's not 360, at least give me as much of it as you can as far as the visibility. And then scrolling down here. Now this is a little strange. I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. Kind of a design element maybe. And you have some cup holders here. Electronic parking brake, auto hold for your brakes. Might throw your cell phone in here, I guess. Then a little bit more storage in this armrest. And moving up on top. Okay, nothing crazy about the mirror here. You have LED lights. You can set them up for the door openings, Kia Connect, emergency call. There's your sunroof, regular size, but that's all you need, right? And we have a mirror here. You can turn on illumination if you'd like to. Very nice interior. Cool improvements over the 2023 model year. Let's take it for a spin. You want to get confused, go to Kia's website and check out the different trim levels that are available. So first it starts with the LX model. That's the cheapest one. What's interesting about it comes with the a bigger displacement engine. It's a 2-liter engine, but non-turbo. It's got a lot less horsepower. I think it's 147 horsepower or something like this. It comes with a CVT transmission, right? It only comes in the all-wheel drive, but it got no options. And it starts at $24,390. If you want to go a step up, you go to the S model, which starts at $24,990. It's got tons of more options, but it's only available in the front-wheel drive. The next level up is the X line, which gets the same engine, the more powerful engine as we have on this SX model, and it is a front-wheel drive, I believe, as well. Now, the EX, you can get all-wheel drive. Okay, so this is all-wheel drive on the EX, but it is the smaller engine. And then the SX is all-wheel drive, bigger engine, all the options. And that starts at $29,990. Now this one with destination charge at just over $32,000. Let's see what it has. It has the SX Sunroof Package with the power sunroof, Sunshade, smart power liftgate, ventilated front seats, and the floor mats. Total MSRP $32,690. That's about as equipped as it gets. I think the only other options that you can get is the different color roof on the exterior, and if I'm not mistaken, you can actually choose a leather seats on that, which, you know, would probably price you out close to $35,000, which is a lot for the vehicle, but also you get tons of features for the money. So I guess Kia gives you options. They give you options as far as the engine, as far as the all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, and what kind of features you have it. And if you can't find what you want to get in the Seltos, and you still want to stay within the compact CUV, well, there's also Soul and there's also Nero. Well, Soul is available with one engine option, but it's more practical. It's taller, it's got a little bit more room as far as loading. And Nero has the EV, has the plug-in hybrid, and then has the regular hybrid. So there you go. I mean, once they get you in the showroom, they're going to sell you something, because they have something for everything. And I think this is Kia's way of saying, hey, how are we going to compete with all of the other manufacturers? We're just going to dominate the market, because not only Kia but also Hyundai, of course the sibling of Kia, has several different compact SUVs or CUVs to choose from. They have the Venue, they have the Kona. If you want the performance, get the Kona in with, wow, you really can't go wrong with any of them. Guys, we're going to take it for a quick spin right here and see how this new 20 horsepower more engine responds with the new transmission. But before we do that, I'm going to see if there is any significant body roll. We're going to check out braking, and we're going to check out the acceleration, of course. Starting off with the body roll, it's really not bad. I'm going to tell you, this little vehicle is zippy. Starting off from the line feels pretty quick. Let's hit the brakes. Okay, very nice. Let's accelerate right here on this straight up. Okay, we're not going to be able to do full 60 here, but let's go. Once it gets going, this is pretty cool. Now, I don't have it in the sport mode, which I'm going to fix that issue right now. I'm going to put it in the sport mode and see if that changes. Before we do that, since we have to turn around, let's check out the turning diameter of this compact CUV. Steering wheel all the way to the right. Let's see how many parking spaces. We got like 1, 2, 3, inside 4. Really nice. Let's stop right here. Make sure nobody's coming. Sport mode on. Go. All right. Very nice. It does have a little bit of this turbo lag. That's to be expected in the turbocharged engine, especially if it doesn't have that mild hybrid system to keep it spooled. But not bad. Once it gets spooled, once it produces all that boost, it definitely, you can feel that, you know, it takes off really nice. Take it on the road for a quick test drive. By the way, guys, this vehicle is available at Gettle Kia of Bradenton. I'm going to post a link to their inventory in the description of this video, as well as the phone number, so you can see if you can make a deal, give them a call, see what they have available, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to help you out. Get on the road, kind of half throttle acceleration here. Nice and smooth, good visibility, big windshield. You know, many blind spots? Not really. When you turn it around, it has this little window in the back, triangle window in the back, decent size mirrors, and a decent visibility through the rear view mirror here. So really no complaints. The seat, you can adjust several different ways. Of course, this is the power seat adjustment on the driver's side only. It's manual adjustment on the passenger side, but once you set your desired position, this is nice and comfortable. Now, the seats are a little bit on the tougher side, but they're not uncomfortable. It's just they're not very plush. Well, 0 to 60, here we go. Got almost there. We have to slow down for the light, of course. Well, it's definitely quick and responsive. It's not going to break any records, but like I said, if you do want the performance and you do want the compact SUV, you can still stay with the Kia Hyundai family and go with the Kona. And overall, very nice. I think the improvements that they've done as far as the interior, the exterior styling, the engine, they're all needed improvements. Good gas mileage, great roominess as far as the vehicle. If you don't have a huge family, a lot of things to haul around, this is definitely something to consider. Can't forget about their industry best warranty with the 10 years, 100,000 miles powertrain warranty. Definitely a very nice vehicle. It would be nice to test drive the base model, so I'll see if they have it. Maybe I'll do a review on the either an LX or an S-Trail trim, with something with the less powerful engine, less features, to see what you get for the lower price. The price range, $25,000 to about $32,000. I mean, this is a wide price range, so I'm pretty sure that everybody can find something for themselves as far as the different features, as far as the performance, depending on what's important to you. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. This was fun making this video. I hope you learned one thing, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.